But as
Is
far as
that one
education,
your
I don't know.
contribution?
Talking about you
Hold
want me
on,
to
man.
say
Hold on.
you
Time out. Don't interrupt me. I don't interrupt nobody. Don't interrupt
Yeah,
me.
time,
Thank you.
Cody.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So I don't know if any of y'all did any research about homeschool. It's very feasible. It's very capable to do, but you got to do the research. And I think most of y'all thinking, well, he's got to go to school or their child's got to go to school same time as other kids got to go to school in the morning. No, you can dedicate any time period, a part of the day, as long as you could be consistent on the time you do it. So if you decide to do it from 12 to 4 in the afternoon every day, then let it be. And with a lot of people who are now employed and are stay-at-home workers, that's a prime reason why you should. I encourage in 2025 that you should do more homeschooling. And for those who do homeschool, they should get a stipend. The government, they ought to get a federal stipend for anybody who decides to homeschool, and they're saving money for the state, who also donates money, because they saving money for the state, sending them to school and taking away from their teachers and others' kids. I believe also, if any kids who should go to school, they should only go to school for 4 hours a day. They should go for English, math, and science, and use that 4th hour for any tutoring, for any extracurricular activity, or if they don't need tutoring, they're good enough to not need tutoring, let them use that 4th hour for vocational, for any trade that they want to get to. Nursing, home economics, auto mechanic, HVAC, whatever that case may be, electrician, whatever. Use that 4th hour. Send them some bitches home with a bag lunch after the 4th hour. But you also have to talk to employers who also utilize these schools as a form of daycare. We know that's what most of them use it for, as a form of daycare. So now these employers are gonna have to make some type of adjustment for your employees, to make some type of scheduling adjustment. Whatever needs to be met, make adjustments. That's my spiel. I'm gonna leave it there.
All right, go ahead, Camille.
So I will say, Sam was right. I was wrong. I looked it up. It's less than 10% now, actually, that the federal government is funding. So I'm one of them people. I will admit that I was wrong. My bad. Another thing, I agree with Hank on the homeschooling thing for sure. Homeschooling would definitely be a lot better. I believe it was in Trump's platinum plan that it was a plan to give all parents who homeschooled their children, it was like either 20,000 or 23,000 per child, but the platinum plan fell through. And it's crazy because Biden and Kamala spent their money for the platinum plan for something else, but we ain't got to talk about that. And then DEI, in my eyes, is just another way to keep Black people, how could I put this, at the feeling like they at the bottom. Like, bro, it don't matter about DEI. Do the work, get there, do what you got to do. If you can't get in this company because this one person is racist, fuck it, go to another company, man. It's literally that simple, bro. Because what I've noticed is there not really a lot of racist companies. There's just racist. You got some racist people out there, or you really got you got people that don't like a person just because they don't like them. They don't necessarily got to be racist. It is what it is. If this person don't like you and they not gonna hire you, go work somewhere else. That's what I think. I think DEI is put in place right now and put in the media for us to see, so we can feel less than. That's all. It's just another way for Black people to be mad at the system. Now we got something else to feel like we don't get, or some another reason to feel like we're behind. It's just like, no, we gotta stop being
did
victims.
that though. DEI is not
Our president did not do that. Our president didn't do that. The media
is not affirmative
your
action.
shade room did that. Kamala did that. Kamala and Biden told you that he was trying to take DEI away. The Democrats told you that he was trying to take DEI away. That's it. It wouldn't even be a big thing.
DEI is not what y'all think it is. That's what I'm trying to get.
No, the thing is, no. I know. No, baby girl, Cookie.
I am losing brain cells.
Cookie. I didn't. First of all, I know that DEI is not just for Black people. Don't go Black. Don't do that, because I didn't interrupt you. But I know that. I think you're intelligent. I don't really know you, but I think you're intelligent. But I'm saying, what the general population thinks. Black people overall, when you look at the Shade Room and these other blogs and a general population of black people, they think DEI is affecting us. They're like, dang, he took away DEI.
Action.
Yeah, they that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I think this. I know better. I'm saying that's what the people are mad at, and it's just another way to keep black people mad at the system on bullshit. That's all.
Yeah, I'd like to share something for a second. So I had a very interesting conversation at a friend of mine's company. Like they had a launch, so they do products, etc. And there was a colleague that one of my friends had introduced me to, and I had a sit down, great conversation. So the woman she just got engaged, and she was thinking, she was like reflecting on what she wanted to do in terms of, being a professional and her mom and stuff like that. And she had shared with me that she had collectively joined a group of other mothers who are also working professionals. Some are accountants, some are engineers, some are business women, some are in just a variety of different sectors, right? And they came together and they pretty much are working on this sort of curriculum. And they're all in close proximity in terms of where they live in their community. And they all have elected to become homeschool their kids. They want to homeschool their kids, and that's pretty much the direction of the whole conversation went. And they pretty much were talking about how they want to send, you'll go to Sarah on Mondays for math, and they've set up a whole curriculum, and she's going to do a one-on-one in terms of going through different math equations, different math programs, et cetera, et cetera. Tuesday, we're going to do reading and all these other things, right? And they've all set up their own houses and their own spot to benefit and piggyback off each other and help tutor each different kid. So it's not all on one parent. So all collectively are working together. And sort of, here's a problem and here's a solution. I find that too often we're too focused on trying to point the finger and not really present solutions. What are the solutions? This isn't working. And what is the direction that we could potentially be entertaining to head into? I want to hear more solutions and less excuses.
All right, go ahead, Will.
So I agree with what Lewis is talking about. He's talking about a village. We all know it takes a village to raise a child. And again, that's going to cultural shift. So I want to talk about that. But before I talk about it and lose my time so that we can have a better interaction with Cookie, can I shut up and you just briefly explain what DEI is and then throw the ball back to me so that we don't annoy you with our talking points? Can you tell us what DEI is so we know what it is?
We had that discussion at first. Why would I do that now? I'm already annoyed.
Never mind, Dan. Don't worry about it.
You're welcome.
Yeah. It's crazy. Okay, so cultural shift, right? Cultural shift is the most important thing. Like I was talking to when Viz mentioned closing the schools, Lewis mentioned how these ladies got together. Some people trailblaze, like Lewis is saying, like, let's find a solution. We talk about the problem so much, and that's a black trope, right? That's black people love to just problem, victim. Well, solutions require shutting up, talking in an effective way, and putting some elbow grease in. And most people don't want to do that. So Facebook did that, right? Mark Zuckerberg did that. He created a cultural shift, but he didn't create a cultural shift. He created a planet shift. The entire world now spends more of their social time on social media than they do amongst friends and family. Before in the 80s, before the internet and all that jazz, right, we would have barbecues. I guarantee you there's not that many barbecues taking place. I guarantee you there's not cookouts, random cookouts. There's not house parties. There's not game nights. There's a lot of things that no longer happen because of social platforms. That was a shift, right? If we focus on what can be a shift, and the shift will not be the general public ain't going to agree with it right away. They're going to fight it. They're going to say this doesn't work. They're going to have all of their issues with it, just like they had all of their issues with social media. Think about back when AOL was out, right? Most of us are old enough to understand when AOL came out and people started chat room dating. People's like, oh, you talking to someone on the internet, they could be a serial killer. It's crazy. Now that's how 99% of people meet each other, is via the internet.
Shit.
It was a cultural shift. If we want things to get better, we have to understand a cultural shift is paramount. If that does not happen, you can do all your talking points, all your ideas, all you want. It will always fall flat.